I'm now joined by the man taking on Nate Diaz, UFC 263. That's right, Leon Edwards. I didn't know you'd be shirtless, or else I wouldn't have worn all this stuff, man. I'd be up there flexing myself. How does everything feel, man? Pre-fight.
It feels good, you know. I'm now I just got here Monday. It's like 41 degrees, you know. It's like triple where from where I come from. So shirts off today, you know, just finished training and just chilling in the house.
All right, so you're taking on Nate Diaz, and a lot of people don't realize he has wins at 170. They weren't against natural 170 pounders. They're 155ers,
Yeah.
140ers up at 170. Explain that difference in frame between a guy who fights at 170 and a guy who is at 170. What's the difference, man?
I think the size, obviously, the strength, you know, the shots are much different, you know, and so I think they'll play a big part in it, the weight and everything. So yeah, I am looking forward to going out there and competing against a man like Nate. He's been around the game now for a long time, and I am looking forward to it. I'm prepared. I am focused, and I cannot wait to go out and get my ninth win in a row.
All right, so as a boxer, as a guy who's known for his hands, known for speed, you're known for your combinations, the Diaz brothers, both Nick and Nate, look so beatable. It looks like you should be able to slip in and lag big shots to get them. They like their hands really wide. They have kind of a wide stance.
Yeah.
Defense isn't really their thing, but they're deceptively hard to hit, and they hit a lot. They just throw a lot of punches. How do you get around that style, man?
Like I said, they're very open to be hit. You know, they're not very balanced with their defense, and they're not. I wouldn't say they're slick boxers. You know, they like I said, they're combination punches. They take four to give back their four. You know, so I am a slick southpaw. I can punch from both stance, orthodox or southpaw. So it's going to be an interesting fight, and I've got the game plan to beat him. He's a tough, durable fighter. He's been around the game a long time, but like I said, I don't think toughness alone can win you fights, you know, and I'll prove that come next week.
How does that translate to your training when you know you have to take on a guy? This guy does triathlons. He has an endless gas tank. A lot of guys look good for a round or two, and then they start fading down. What was training like? Was that cardio a big emphasis getting ready for this fight?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I've always looked to get amazing cardio. I've been preparing for 5 round fights now for the last 2 3 years. You know, I've been in main event spots, so this is not my first like 5 round fight. I've fought Cowboy over 5 rounds, RDA over 5 rounds. I've prepared to fight Hamzat over 5 rounds, Bilal over 5 rounds. So this is I've been in this boat for a long time, and I know exactly what I need to do to prepare. You know, and Nate does slow down. If you watch him against other guys, he does slow down. You know, he can't take as much damage as it takes, and don't slow down, and it does. So I'll go out there, like I said, and I'll prove my case, and it's gonna be a great fight.
Beyond this particular opponent, right? There was the Belal Muhammad fight that ended in a no contest. There was the Kamzat Shemaev fight that fell out twice. There was Tyron Woodley that fell out because of COVID. The frustration of the last couple of years, you're the number 3 ranked welterweight in the world, and it seems like nothing seems to work out in terms of getting a fight. What kind of relief is it to have an opponent and be this close to actually getting in the octagon again? Has it been a frustrating experience?
Yeah, it's been a long, frustrating year and a half. You know, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of fight pullouts, a lot of eye pokes. You know, so it's been a crazy year and a half, and I'm just happy now to be finally here. It's fight week in a few days, and just get the ball rolling again. It was good to go out there in March and compete against Bilal. I got back the feel of it, making weight, the fight week feel and the backstage feel. You know, so now to go out there and to have what's going to be a great fight against Nate Diaz. I cannot wait. And this will put me, like I said, my ninth win in a row, and I'm looking towards the title shot next.
Darren Stewart on this card, Paul Craig. It seems like the UK fighters well represented. What's in the water over there? You guys are known as being bangers. You're known as having fun every time the bell rings and going after it and being aggressive. What's the secret sauce over there in the UK?
I think just like we're natural scrappers, you know. Like far as like striking goes, we're like known for boxing, kickboxing, and Thai boxing, you know. So it's a natural ability to be great strikers. But I think the new generation now we're proving that we can do everything. We can wrestle. who can do a great ground game, and I am the front runner of that. I am proving time and time again that I've defeated big gyms from the States and over the world, and I'm from the UK in Birmingham, so I think we all work together. We're all just chipping away to be the best we can be and to grow the sport in the UK.
Everybody talks about the 2 rounds of a fight. The first round is before you fight, right? The guy gets in your face at the weigh-in. The Diaz brothers very good at making fights personal, flipping the bird before the fight, during the fight, mugging a lot during fights. Is it about using that as fuel or ignoring it? That mental side of the gamesmanship that they love, how do you get around that in the fight?
That's just is what it is. I've grew up around an environment where that's nothing, having a man stare at you and talk and then have a straight now. That's just life, It doesn't bother me one bit. So it is what it is. I'll approach it like I normally approach it, and I'll go out there and I'll compete.
Your thoughts before I let you go on the 170-pound division. Dana White saying it's going to be Colby Covington versus Kamaru Usman next. It seemed like he's running roughshod over the division. He's looking better every time he fights, but you haven't fought him in a long time. You're on an amazing streak yourself. What are your thoughts on those title aspirations, and when do you think your turn might come up?
I don't know how Dana is justifying giving Colby the title shot next. He went out there, it was an injury against Tyron Woodley, then he sit out for over a year and demand that he wants a title shot after just getting knocked out for the title like a fight ago. I just don't understand how they're even considering that when I've been there for years, grinding my way back up from my last defeat, winning an 8-fight win streak, soon to be 9. So after I go out there and defeat Nate next weekend, I'll be waiting for my title shot. That's the game plan, to wait out and sit out and don't fight. Then I'll be doing the same. I'll go out there, I'll handle my business next weekend, and I'll wait for my shot. They'll put me 9 in a row. That's the 3rd most in the whole division history. It's Usman, GSP, and there's me for the most wins. So I'll go out there and I'll prove my case.
UFC 263, Leon Edwards, Nate Diaz. Thank you so much for your time, Leon. Really appreciate it, and best of luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.